Unit 5, Triad Inversions. What is an inversion? Inversion means to tip upside down. So we're going to look at tipping up triads upside down, but first let's try tipping over an interval. If we take a third, which of course is our basis of that triad, root, third, fifth, just that interval of a third, and we invert that third, we bring the C, the lower note that is, up an octave. That's what's meant by inversion in music. So what interval do we have now once we inverted that third? This third becomes a sixth. It's still the same two pitches. It's a C and an E, but inverted. So in our harmonies, we could sing in thirds, right, in harmony, couldn't we? But maybe we sing in sixths. It ends up with the same pitches. Now when we invert a triad, three-note chord, we're going to do similarly. We're going to take the bottom note, swing it up over the octave. So there's our first inversion with a third in the bass, inverted again, bringing the bottom note to the top. And we have a second inversion with that fifth in the bass. Interesting. What is our interval here on the outsides? In these inversions, we have these sixths, don't we? Because those thirds became a sixth. So our root third, fifth, and in inverting, it's a little larger here, spanning a sixth. So use your second finger, and then this one again, six on the outside, but here we'll use the third finger. So inversions? Why is it important? Because we can't just be jumping around only in root position with these triads. It's uncomfortable, and it really doesn't sound very good because these notes are all leaping. If we use an inversion, like we did with our 4 chord here, then this E just moves to F, the G moves to an A. So we get close by voices. Voice leads, each voice leads to an adjacent tone. So there we've used our inversions for chords in the left hand with melody in the right. Let's look at something different we can do. Take a look at Swing Low, Sweet Chariot on page 58. If we play just the melody with the chords, we get something like this. And that's fine, it sounds pretty good, but it's a little thin up here in the high register, and it's a little thick down here in the low register. If we want to really get an expressive sound, we like to be a little bit more sparse in that left, wider intervals in the bottom, and tighter intervals up to the top. You see how this is sounding very rich that way. So what if we did this, instead of playing just a thin melody here and thick down here, what if we hollow out the bottom here, and up here, let's hang some chord tones under the melody. So that's a C chord, isn't it? Let's bring in our C and the G right here. So we could start with this chord here. Or a little simpler, let's just make it a 6 and pulling down here. So this would work too, wouldn't it? And maybe here, just the top of the F chord. Or as we see in the music here, let's play these all C chords, a full F. And notice I can't get to the full C chord here, but that doesn't matter. We can hang the E underneath the G. So when you hang a chord underneath the melody, just choose chord tones that are convenient for under the hand. Let the rest fill in with the left hand. Let's give it a listen. What if we did, in other words, all 6, right? We can hang 6 under the melody.